Hi Galactic family, and welcome back to my channel IndigoAngel. Today I have a visualization, one where we will journey in to the Great Pyramid. This is a visualization, but this is also an ego strengthening technique, as the ego is a core fundamental aspect of our being, and invoking one's ability of inner power will begin to help strengthen the healthy aspects of the ego identity, which therefore can be used for power and can be used for inner strength when it comes to fighting addictions and strengthening self-confidence and strengthening self-awareness. Addictions hook into the unconscious in forms of repetitive behavior patterns, often because of feelings of powerlessness. So today in this visualization, we will go on a journey of relieving ourselves of ancestral and genetic curses and retrieving the trophies of our success. So welcome today to a curse relief and a treasure retrieval.
Curse relief and treasure retrieval. Inhale and exhale, and imagine that you are standing at the opening of the Great Pyramid of Giza in the time of ancient Egypt. You are standing at the oldest and the largest of the three pyramids, in the time of goddess Cleopatra. Cleopatra will be our guide because her vortexual emotional plasma stands the closest between present time and time of ancient Egypt's early dynastic kingship. Her signature is a gateway to the timeline. She stands and opens the door for you to enter the Great Pyramid. She points you to go down and into the first corridor and asks you to turn upward and to the right at the first opening, and explains you must go into the king's chamber to release any curses, any plague, and any detestation that's been placed upon your grail extension from within the Egyptian time frame. To enter the Egyptian time capsule when contemporary genetic hybridization began to extend into its most heightened potential. So here in this lifetimes is where we must address the degradation of the bloodline. The loss of the initial king's knowing of his inheritance, therefore jinxing and hexing and uprooting the next generation's unhealed parts, building trauma walls in the grail line, unidentifiable walls and capsules in time. This could be curses of the soul family genetics declining or debonding or exodizing and exploiting of family lines. This could be the curses related to Anu slavery contracts and forced race breeding. This could also be curses related to addictions due to ancestral and generational and parental trauma. This could be curses related to being casted out of any inheritance of wealth, physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual within your bloodline. Cleopatra gives you a torch and gives you a hug of endearing love, truth, and inspiration, and asks you to make your way to the king's chamber. You now feel security and confidence as you make your way up the chamber, looking forward to what awaits you. As you enter the king's chamber, at the center of the room is a huge black statue. This statue is embedded with a jewel in its forehead. The jewel shines through your eyesight, and the statue begins to speak to you, and it says, "In the queen's chamber, there is a vast storeroom of treasures that represent untapped resources that hold all of your potential for good and achievement in this current incarnation. The treasures you will see in the queen's chamber are also your eternal achievements from all lifetimes, all gifts and trophies ever awarded to you from every lifetime. Beautiful treasures of all kinds. Some are golden statues, jewelry and plates, shields and armor. Some are tools to get you to the next level and elevation, technology, blueprints, soul maps, your books and journals you have written in past and future lives, all here waiting for you to pick up and read. Some are plasma memories and energy signatures that hold wisdom, understanding, and knowledge that you have been blocked from in some way from receiving. The statue tells you all of these treasures are rightfully yours. Through circumstances of your life, they have been kept from you. You need to carry these back into the world outside to enjoy and to share with others, or it will eventually be sealed up within the room and lost again. You may be feeling eager to get to the Queen's chamber to see these treasures. You try to move, but you just cannot. A force is preventing you. It is the statue. The statue is the embodiment of all the negative forces of failure and defeat in your life within you. It has been placed in this room as a guardian of the treasure. But the statue speaks to you now as the embodiment of Osiris, and it says, to free the vast storehouse of your potential so that you can become the person you are capable of becoming in this life, you must first overcome the personal karma that is holding you back in this lifetime, affecting you from any curses on the soul grail extension. He assures you that overcoming this here and now will clear all contracts of curses on your family grail extension. He tells you to take the ruby red jewel from the statue and to please give this to Cleopatra at the entrance. And now pick up the statue and break it. And when you do, the energy will be relieved, for it was bottled up inside of the statue, bottled up within the vault of safe under Orion's right foot. Once you do, you are now free to go to the Queen's chamber and gather as many of the treasures that can be carried. Take your torch and head to the Queen's chamber. Once inside, take a moment to breathe. Feel your way through each piece in the room. There is so much treasure, you can barely focus on one thing. But they all belong to you in one way or another. They all represent the potential of every dream you once dreamed of coming true in your life. For you have already lived the highest ascension and achieved the highest dream, and it's all been recorded here for you as treasure in the vault. All personal achievement and treasures here are waiting for you to bring them into the physical world. You won't be able to gather all the treasure, so gather the treasures you feel the most called to within your arms. Visualize what these treasures are. For every being, it's going to be something different, okay? So visualize this in your arms and begin to make your way back to the entrance. And picking up your speed with the treasure in your arms, running even back to the entrance. You are so excited to give this jewel to Cleopatra. She smiles as you show her the ruby red jewel, and she tells you now that you have awakened the red crystal within the deepest part of your monad. This will be your eternal granted access to the pyramid and the treasures it contains. Anytime that you feel lacking confidence in your ability to do anything or accomplish anything in your life, due to any daunting belief that your bloodline extends from anything other than worthy, you can access the Queen's chamber. She hugs you one last time and says, these treasures will now reveal themselves in your life in new habits, new ideas, new thoughts, new directions, and new timelines in your life, presenting as energetic jewels of confidence and transformation. You will now feel a sense of confidence and strength and power surging through you. Infused with the ruby red jewels into your root chakra, the root of who you are and all you are is the key to access your eternity.